it's important to recognize that we are in this sideways range, and you should expect lots of choppy sideways action until the market decides whether it wants to go higher or go lower. And we can easily get a rollover in the markets and go down, and then we'll have a bounce, and then we go down, we have a bounce, or we'll go up and then we'll sell off. And so expect lots of back and forth choppy action going forward with the knowledge of eventually this market's going to go to a support level or a resistance level and break out to the upside or break out to the downside. And when you look at other indices, you can see here how when we look at the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ, what sticks out to me is that the QQQ has made a lower high. All said, the QQQ is very close to where it was, back on October 9th. But the QQQ has made a lower high, and that clearly shows the rotation that we are seeing out of tech stocks and into other sectors like healthcare, financials, and small cap stocks. We look here at the IWM, the Russell 2000, and you can see how the Russell is very close to where it was going back to October 9th. It's actually a little bit higher. And all the while, it has made a new higher high as the QQQ has made a lower high. And that is very clear to whoever looks at these charts. When you look at those charts very clearly and zoom in, you can see the lower high in the QQQ, and then looking at the IWM, seeing the higher high, that new all-time high in the IWM, you can clearly see the rotation there. And when we look at individual index funds, you can see the chip stocks tested the all-time high there. And even though it hasn't gone anywhere, you can see that there's still some relative strength in the semiconductor stocks as they made a high here. And then you can take a look at the financials. You can see the rotation into the financials, lots of financials in the Russell 2000. And that shows that rotation into the IWM, as well as that we see when you see that rotation into the XLF, that's the rotation that has gone into the IWM, as lots of financials are in the IWM. And when we look at the Max 7 ETF, you can see that lower high. So that is where the rotation is coming out of, mainly in the QQQ. The semiconductors, the chip stocks, it's at its 20-day, it made a new high, but the Mag 7 made a lower high, and that shows where the selling is. It's in these big cap tech stocks. The money's coming out of the big cap tech stocks and into financials. It's gone into healthcare. You see this big move in healthcare stocks. So the money has moved into healthcare stocks. Take a look at the biotech ETF. Lots big move into biotech stocks. And just recently, it's had a very nice pullback to the lower Bollinger Band, but still had a nice up day on Friday. So that trend is very strong and intact, as it's basically had nice constructive pullbacks and then it gets bought. And we saw it get bought again on Friday. So that money is moved into biotech stocks, healthcare stocks, financial stocks. You see money is moving into financial stocks. And when all is said and done, you can see the market has basically done nothing for just over 2 months, as the SPY is just slightly trading above where it was just over 2 months ago. QQQ trading slightly above where it was just over 2 months ago.